with the Sullivans. Uh, for you that don't know, my husband's a bacterial meningitis survivor and he is in a wheelchair. So we live life on wheels. When you have a loved one that lives life on wheels, everyone lives life on wheels. So Rolling with the Sullivans on YouTube and Instagram, and then Facebook and LinkedIn, Ashley Sullivan. So I'm gonna be putting this video on all of my social media platforms. And I wanted to kind of just talk about some things that I have had to learn with working from home, being an entrepreneur from home. And I know a lot of us have had to shift gears, and a lot of people are working from home who are not used to that. And it is not for the faint of heart, okay? So, it takes a lot of discipline and self-motivation to be able to work from home, because again, you're not leaving your house. You don't have maybe 8 to 5 or whatever your set hours to be focused on your work. And you have more distractions at home. A lot of you probably have your kiddos at home. You may be even trying to homeschool, and a lot has changed in the last few weeks. So I wanted to give some quick tips on things that I do. I've worked from home, for almost 10 years probably. My husband and I both work from home. We have a couple businesses. He does metal buildings, like garages, carports, things like that. So we do that all from Facebook. So one day I may do an entire video just on marketplace and utilizing social media for your business. And then I have a health and wellness company. So my little patches, it is not a nicotine patch nor birth control. I've been asked both. But I have a health and wellness company. We've built a multi-million-dollar business with vitamins. So we do that on social media, and from home. And then last but not least, I help people in life, health, and retirement planning in insurance. So, so I have a lot of different experience. I'm in the PNC side of insurance, and then now, coming over to the life and health side, working from home, phone sales, setting appointments, all of that. That's what I love to do and what I thrive at, okay? So some very quick tips that I want to give you is number one, find your spot. Wherever it may be. It may be the kitchen table. It may be, you kind of clean out a closet and set a little table and a folding chair in there. Whatever it is, it would be ideal if it wasn't the kitchen table, if you had a place where you could shut your door, if you had to be on conference calls or, virtual meetings, that you did have a way to, shut your door. But I've also ran businesses from a camper, from an RV, and there was very, very little room. Okay. So I've made it work. So it's doable, but just find your spot, because there's a lot of things that happen when you have your working spot from home. It's easier to kind of shift gears mentally, to say, okay, yes, I'm at home, but I'm working now. And so it kind of helps you get in that focus zone of being productive and getting things done. And it also helps to have everything in one spot. So, your printer, your paper, everything you're gonna need. It's very handy, so you're not wasting time every single morning, you're setting all this stuff back up. So one, find your spot. Number two, I would say, is set goals every single day. So every day I have a goal of how many phone calls will I make today? How many, contacts or different things in my health and wellness business am I going to do, today? How many posts do I need to do on my social media? Because again, I've built and made a lot of money from social media, virtually selling, different things. But you've got to stay active in the algorithm and all of that, or people just won't see your posts. Again, that's a whole nother video for algorithm and Facebook. Won't get into that today. But set a goal and stick to it, because it's super important to have written goals and to accomplish them every day. And then thirdly, I would say do the hardest thing first. I would say for me, it would be the phone calls. That's very, for one, it's time consuming, but it's emotionally draining. And I may do a whole other video just on phone sales. because there are a lot of things that you can learn and practice and get better at, but you have to be in the zone, right? Like you mentally have to be ready, because you're gonna get some rude people. You're gonna get some people that are not so nice, and so you got to mentally be okay and prepared to handle that. So I do my phone calls first, just to get them done and out of the way. So do the hardest thing first. Then I would say turn off your notifications. So again, I told you guys I have a health and wellness company. I have a big team. So we do trainings and we utilize more Facebook. So, Messenger, Facebook groups, things like that. And so pretty much everything on my phone, all the notifications are turned off to Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Marco Polo, LinkedIn. I never get a notification coming across my phone, because guys, that's very distracting. And if you're not careful, especially when you're working from home, you're gonna see a message come up from Facebook or email or whatever it is, text message, and you're in the middle of, say, your phone calling, and they're gonna be like, okay, well, that could be a prospect, or that could be my team that has a question and they're trying to make a sale. And so you go open that Messenger or you go open Facebook, and then what happens? You scroll on Facebook for 20 minutes. And then it takes you an hour to get back to phone calling, right? So all of my notifications are turned off, period. I usually keep my phone on Do Not Disturb, because I do not want to get distracted. Whatever I'm doing, I have set times. Okay, I'm gonna check my email. All right, I'm gonna check my Facebook. Does my team need anything? Do they have any questions I need to answer? And so I kind of work it like that. So it's a purpose, right? It has a designated time for me to work on social media and to respond to questions, because guys, it's literally a psychological thing. When you leave one task to do something else, it takes you so long to get mentally prepared to go back to that original task, and you waste a lot of time. So that's a huge thing that has saved me a lot of time, is turning off notifications. So just have set times that you check those things. And last but definitely not least, especially if you are working from home, sometimes because we do not have set hours or set schedules or set days, we do not have set hours. And I'm a workaholic, so where are my workaholic people at, right? Raise your hand, let me know, I'm not the only one. Workaholics are really good at sales, right? We're really good at commission-based income. We're really good at being self-motivated and crushing goals and all of these things. The downside to being a workaholic is it's hard to take time off. And if you're not careful, you're gonna work yourself into the ground until you get burnout. So who's ever dealt with burnout, right? We've all, especially salespeople. I mean, you do. I mean, it takes a very, you have to be energetic, you have to be, funny and use all the things, sometimes to get people to know, like, and trust you in sales, but that's very exhausting. And so I have learned the hard way that I have to take days, at least one day, or maybe half of one day, half of another. A lot of times it's Saturday and Sunday for me, I don't work, so I won't respond to messages, I won't return phone calls, because I have to mentally unplug, or I'm gonna get burnt out and kind of get whatever on a job I'm really good at, I'm just burnt out. So anyway, those are my few quick tips for you. If you're trying to work from home and all this craziness. But guys, let me know, what are some things that you're struggling with working from home? Are there any other topics you would love for me to talk about during this time? So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy selling, happy working from home, and go